Hello students, welcome to our current affairs series. In this class, we will discuss some important current affairs latest news. So let's start with our first news. What is our first news? It is Portugal to use golden visa scheme to help migration. So recently Portugal launched a golden visa scheme. What is this scheme basically? This is scheme for those persons or those wealthy persons or those foreigner persons who are seeking residence right to invest in affordable housing for local or accommodation for migration. Basically, it is a gateway to Europe for investor, granting both residential and potential citizenship benefit. So recently, golden visa means basically it will provide a granted for both Portuguese government provide grant for both residential potential citizenship. Who can basically participate or who can take the benefit of this scheme? Any non-European person or any non-Swiss national can apply for the Portugal golden visa. You are required to be at least 18 years old and hold a clean criminal record from your home country as well as from Portugal also. The fund for the investment should arrive from outside of the Portugal. So this is a golden scheme. You have to golden visa scheme. You have to remember the golden visa scheme is started by the Portugal to help the migrant. Who can register? Any non-European person or Swiss national na- citizenship person can apply, but he must be 18 years old as well as he do not have any criminal record in his home country as well as Portugal also. Clear? Let's move to our next news, which is related to the international statement. Basically, it is an international news. Recently, French president dissolved parliament after EU election defeat. So recently, French defeated in European Union election. So French president Emmanuel Macron dissolved the parliament. The French President Emmanuel Macron has taken a bold step in response to the recent surge of far right success in the European Union election. After the centric alliance suffered a defeat at the hand of the far right in European poll, Mr. Macron or Emmanuel Macron dissolved the French parliament at cold snap legislative elections. So, in response to his party heavy loss in the European parliamentary election, French president has dissolved the National Assembly and called for snap parliamentary elections. The far right resemble national and secured a significant victory, winning 31.5%. So, who won in European Union elections? The far right resemblement national RN won by 31.5% of the vote, and Macron basically got 15.2% vote. Clear? Okay. So let's move to our next news. Recently, Rajasthan government invested 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit. What is Maharana Pratap tourist circuit and what are the purpose of this tourist circuit? The major purpose of this project to preserve the rich heritage, historical and cultural site of the region. So Rajasthan government is basically very rich in the culture. It is known as the Rajwadas and the Mewads. So recently, Haryana government invest 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit. Maharana Pratap tourist circuit is a project to aim to preserve the rich cultural heritage regions of the Rajasthan. So Bhajan Lal Sharma, who is the Chief Minister of Haryana or Rajasthan, has announced an ambitious plans to develop Maharana Pratap tourist culture with an investment of 100 crore. This announcement was made on 8 June 2023 during the inauguration of Maharana Pratap Jayanti celebration in Udaipur, where is the 484 birth of the legendary Maharana Pratap of Mewar celebrated on 9th of June 2024, according to the Hindu calendar. Clear? So it is a state government news. where Rajasthan government invest 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit. Next is related to the appointment recently Prem Singh Tamang sworn in as Sikkim Chief Minister. So recently Prem Singh Tamang on 10th June took oath as the Chief Minister of Himalayan state of the second consecutive term, Sikkim. The 56-year-old politician would administer the oath of office and served by the Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya at function held in Paljor Stadium in Gangtok. So he took oath in before of the Governor of the Sikkim, who is Lakshman Prasad Acharya, and Prem Singh Tamang again become the Chief Minister of Sikkim state. Next news is related to the finance. The news is State Bank of India empowered borrowers with 2.30 crore in co-lending endeavors. So recently, in a strategic move to broaden its lending outreach, the State Bank of India has tempered up to 23 non-banking financial companies. So recently, it hold the 23 non-banking financial companies, housing financial companies. Through this collaboration, SBI has sanctioned loan totally 2,030 crore to over 2.79 lakh borrowers. So recently, SBI merged with the 23 non-banking financial companies, and through these companies, RBI has sanctioned loan of 203 lakh crore for 2.79 lakh borrowers. Clear? So this is a finance news. So let's move to our next news, which is related to the international organization. So recently, International Labour Conference session was held in Geneva, Switzerland. This was the 1112 session of the ILC. So in this meeting, Indian Triparty delegation at the 1112, so Indian became the Triparty delegation in 1112 session of the International Labour Conference. So who will represent from the side of India? Mrs. Sumita Daura represent or participate in the 1112 session of the International Labour Conference and Organization, which is held in the Geneva, Switzerland. Next question is basically organization known basically Indian Army launch integrated general monitoring controlling system Vidyut Rakshak. So what is Vidyut Rakshak? Vidyut Rakshak is an integrated general monitoring controlling system which is launched by Indian Army. Basically, Vidyut Rakshak is an advanced Internet of Things IoT enable integrated generator tracking. With generator tracking, it is a protecting and control system launched by the Indian Army to enhance the operational efficiency and reliability of its generations. Clear? So it will protect the plan of Indian Army. It is a self type of IOO. There is another operation which is launched by our controlling system which is launched by Indian government is Operation Rakshak. So Vidyut Rakshak is another, it is a monitoring device, basically control system, and Operation Rakshak is a counter terrorism operation. So recently Indian Army developed Vidyut Rakshak, a tech-based innovation, a integrated generating monitor, protecting and control system developed by the Indian Army, which was launched on 5th June. It was designed by the Army Design Bureau, was launched by the Army Vice Chief Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi. So who launched this control system? Upendra Dwivedi, who is the Vice Chief Lieutenant General. Clear? Let's move to our next news, which says that aquaculture overtake wild fisheries for the first time, UN report. So recently, United Nations create a report in which he explained that the aquaculture first time overtake the wise fisheries. Clear? So wild fisheries are surpassed by the aquaculture. So the food and Agriculture Organization FAO of United Nations has released the State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture 2024 report, and this report flagship providing a comprehensive analysis of global and regional status and trend in fisheries and aquaculture. It shows for the first time in 2022 that aquaculture production exceed fisheries in the world. So let's move to our next news, which is related to sports event. Recently, Sumit Nagpal won his sixth ATP Challenger tennis title. So Sumit Nagpal, he is a tennis player who recently got his sixth title of ATP Challenger in tennis. The Indian tennis sensation Sumit Nagpal had attached his name in history by winning the prestigious Hellborn Neck Rape 2024 ATP Challenging Tournament in Germany. So where this tournament was conducted, it was conducted in Germany, and this is the sixth title of Sumit Nagpal. The next news is related to sports also. Recently, Max Verstappen again won Canadian Grand Prix for the third consecutive year. So recently, Canadian Grand Prix was conducted in Canada, and again Max Verstappen won the Canadian Grand Prix this is the third consecutive title for of the Max Verstappen. So Canadian Grand Prix 2024, also known as AW Grand Prix du Canada 2024, witnessed a remarkable display of skills and determination as Dutch Belgium racing driver Max Verstappen of Red Bull. So Max Verstappen is a Red Bull driver and he belongs to Dutch Belgium. He won the third consecutive year title of Canadian Grand Prix. Next question or next news is related to the International Day of Play. Every year on 11th of June, we do celebrate the International Day of Play. So to create a awareness related to the preserving, promoting, and prioritizing the act of play for individual, especially in children's. Next question is related to the government schemes. Government announced 3 crore additional home under PMA. What is PMA? PMAY is a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, which was launched by the Ministry of Housing and Urban in 25th of June 2015. So PMA is a scheme. It is launched by the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Under this scheme, government do provide the home for the poor people. It was started in 25th of June 2015, and in this scheme, recently government has additionally launched that he will also provide 3 crore extra homes under PMAY. So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the decision of 3 crore additional rural and urban houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana underscore the government committees to addressing the housing needs of our nation and ensuring that every citizen leads a better quality of life. Next question is related to the BRICS organization. As we know that 5 countries recently joined the BRICS organization. So India welcomed Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Ethiopia joining BRICS. Okay. BRICS is a joint venture of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Basically, these first four countries, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, signed a agreement in 16th of June 2009, and they formed a organization known as BRIC. So in 2009, BRIC was formed. Laterly in 2010, South Africa joined. Then from 2010, this organization is known as BRICS. Basically, the major purpose of BRICS is to bring together the world's most important developing country to challenge the political and economical power of the wealthier nation of North America and Western Europe. So the major purpose of the BRIC organization is to counter the wealthier nations' power like North America and Western Europe powers. So recently in G20, 5 new countries joined the BRICS organization. So India on 10th of June wholehearted welcome Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Ethiopia joining the BRIC as their representative attended for the first time a key meeting of group hosted by the Russia. Senior diplomat Damu Ravi lead to the Indian delegation at the BRIC foreign minister meeting in Western Russia. Previously, it was the five members country organization, and now it is the 10 countries organizations members organization, and who recently joined BRICS: Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Ethiopia. Next news is related to the state that Chandrababu Naidu reaffirmed Amravati as sole capital of Andhra Pradesh. So recently Amravati has again declared as the sole capital of Andhra Pradesh. So previously Vishakhapatnam was the capital of Andhra Pradesh. Now Amravati became the capital of Andhra Pradesh. Also, Chandrababu Naidu sworn in the Andhra Pradesh as Chief Minister for the fourth time. So, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, became fourth-time Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Next question is also related to the appointment. The Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi named as new Army Chief. Previously, he was the Vice Chief of Army. Now he is appointed as the new Army Chief, the Upendra Dwivedi. The Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi take oath as the new Chief of the Army Staff on June 30. In his career of over 39 years, he has served as the North Army Commander and Director General Infantry amongst the other appointments. Next news is also related to the appointment news. Recently, Abhijit Kishore and Rahul Vats appointed as a new leader of COAI. What is COAI? COAI is Cellular Operation Association of India. So, for 2024-25 term, COAI appointed as the new leader Abhijit Kishore and Rahul Vats. Clear? So Abhijit Kishore is the Chief Operating Officer of Vodafone Idea, while the Rahul Vats is the Chief Regulatory Officer of Bharti Airtel, and they will serve as the Vice Chairman in the COAI. Next question is related to the bank and finance. RBI initiative to combat online payment frauds and streamline financial operation. As we all know that the online fraud is a major issue for the digital banking. So recently RBI has initiated several measures to address the increasing risk of payment fraud and to enhance operational efficiency in the banking sector. To combat the rising incidence of domestic payment fraud, which surged by 7.65% to Rs 26.0 crore in the 6 months period ended March 2024. Now, RBI plan to set up a digital payment intelligence platform which will help to reduce the online fraud. How will this platform work? This platform will utilize advanced technology to mitigate fraud risk. A committee headed by AP Hota, former MD and CEO of National Payment Corporation of India, has been formed to examine the setup of this digital infrastructure with recommendation expected within 2 months. Clear? Okay. Next is GAIL to set up India's largest ethane cracker project worth Rs 60,000 crore investment in Madhya Pradesh. So recently GAIL which establishes largest ethane cracker project worth 60,000 crore in the Madhya Pradesh. What is ethane cracker? Basically, ethane cracker project is a industrial facility or plant which used to process ethane. Means a plant who will made ethane known as ethane cracker. So GAIL will set up a plant in Madhya Pradesh worth 60,000 crore to produce ethane of 15 kTA. So this project basically produce 1500 kTA ethane. And where in Madhya Pradesh? In Sehor. So this is This plant will be established in Seoul, Madhya Pradesh. Next question is related to the military exercise GMAX. Recently, GMAX is conducted in Yokosuka in Japan. The GMAX is a friendly exercise, Navy exercise basically, which is conducted between India and Japan. So it is a India and Japan maritime exercise. GMAX 2024 is conducted in Yosaku, and from India, INS Shivalik will participate, and from Japan, GS Yugiri will participate. So this time, this GMAX exercise is hosted by Japan only. The next question is SBI revolutionize SME lending with SME digital business. So what is SME digital business loan? So recently Bank of India has launched a new SME digital business loan program where Indian largest bank will use data from income tax and GST return. So basically RBI directly use data through the income tax and GST return. He will automatically check the bank statement for credit assessment of MSME sector, and he will sanction loan in 10 seconds only. The SME digital business loan is a type of loan processing where the loan will be sanctioned in 10 seconds and will provided within 45 minutes. Through this application, digital business loan, State Bank of India self-analyze the credit score of the person on the basis of income tax and GST return. Clear? So it is a quick process to provide the loan of micro, small, and medium enterprises. Recently, World Bank announced that the financial growth of India for financial year 2024 will be 6.6%. And for financial year 2026, it will be 6.7%. And for financial year 2027, it will be 6.8%. So recently, World Bank released a data according to which the GDP growth rate of India for financial year 25 will be 6.6%. It also released that for financial year 26, it will be 6.7%, and for financial year 27, it will be the 6.8%. Clear? Next question is related to the Modi Clear PM Kisan 17 scheme. What is PM Kisan? There is a scheme known as Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, which was started by central government in 2019. In this scheme, central government will provide 6,000 rupees to the farmer in 3 installments. So on 10th of June, Modi released 17th installment of the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, also known as PM Kisan Nidhi scheme. The move will benefit more than 93 million farmers by distributing more than 20,000 crore. 16 installment of PM Kisan scheme were released on 20th February 2024. Clear? Next question is UP to organize 2025 additional of MotoGP Bharat in Noida. So in 2025, the MotoGP Bharat race will be organized in Noida from 2025 to 2029 and announce a collaboration with Spain Dorna Sports and Indian partner with the Fair Estate Sports. Initially, the event was to take place in 2024 but resulted in postponed due to weather condition and in now slate for the March 2025. Okay. So let's move to our next news. Pooja Tomar became first Indian to win UFC. What is UFC? UFC is Ultimate Fighting Championship. The Indian strawweighter Pooja Tomar became the first ever Indian to bout in UFC as she defeated Brazilian Amanda Denseta with split decisions at the UFC Louisville on June 8, and Pooja Tomar beat Renzi Amanda dos Centro from 30-27, 30-27 and 29-28. So it is a fighting championship and Pooja Tomar became the first Indian to win UFC. Okay, in for 2025, India will host State Hockey Men Junior World Cup tournament. So, in landmark decision, the Executive Board of International Hockey Federation has designated India as the host country for the inaugural FIH Hockey Men Junior World Cup Championship, which will feather between 24 teams, set to take place in December 2025. This decision underscore FIH committed to expanding opportunities for national association and promoting diversity in the sports field. Next question is related to Day World Day Against Child Labor 2024. So every year on 12th June, we do celebrate the World Day Against Child Labor to stop child labor. Okay, so its objective to spark the growing global movement against child labor. The United Nations believe that child labor could be eradicated if people and government focus on the primary cause and recognize the connection between social justice and child labor. Let's act on our committees. End child labor is the theme for the Child World Day Against Child Labor in 2024. Next question is related to the obituary tragic plane crash claim live of Malawi Vice President and others. So Malawi Vice President Solas Chilimia and 9 other people, including his wife, died in a plane crash. Next is also related to obituary. Mumbai Cricket Association honorary president Amol Kale passed away during India-Pakistan match. The Mumbai Cricket Association president Amol Kale has passed away due to the cardiac arrest in New York. As we all know, USA is hosting the West Indies and USA is hosting World Cup. And during the India-Pakistan match, Mumbai Cricket Association president Amol Kale died due to cardiac arrest. Okay, now Oxford University agreed to return a stolen 500-year-old bronze idol to India. As during the colonial time, the British basically stolen most of the monuments of the India. Now, Oxford University recently decided to return 16th century bronze sculptures of Saint Tirumankai Alvar to India following a foreigner request from the Indian government. The 60-centimeter tall statue, believed to have been stolen from a temple in Tamil Nadu, was acquired by the museum in 1967 by British. The decision came after an independence research alerted the museum to the statue origin, prompting the museum to notify the Indian High Commission. Next news is National Crime Record Bureau launch mobile app NCRB Sankala of Criminal Laws. The National Crime Bureau NCRB has launched a mobile app known as NCRB Sankalan of Criminal Laws to serve as the comprehensive guide providing complete information about the new criminal law at one place. So the new criminal law will come into force from the 1st of the July. So 1st of the July, new criminal law will be enforced in India. Clear? So these are our news. I hope you like this session. Thank you.